Hi, everybody. Welcome to BS number 3, Bold Strategies. I think that it goes without saying that we have been in epic levels of confusion over this COVID virus. We're told 900 different things, 900 different days, in every way possible, and everyone contradicts each other. I think it's really important. Whenever there's something getting ready to start, which we know that God's got something up his sleeve, there's something he's getting ready to manifest and bring on this earth. Whenever that happens, you're going to have opposition. Okay, it's just going to happen. It always happens. It comes with it. It tries to derail us, to get us off course, to get us confused, to start wandering around the desert, and we're not able to focus on the assignment, on what he has for us to do. Okay, he has a plan and a purpose for us. He's got a plan to use us, and so if we allow ourselves to regain or retain rather the attitude of fear and, oh my gosh, I'm not sure if things are safe. Things have never been safe, okay? Let's just be real dead honest here. Things have never been safe. You don't know from one moment to the next what is going to happen. However, God is safe. And we live in him. In him we live and move and have our being. He is our shelter in place. He is Psalms 91. He is the one that we listen to. And I find it really interesting that how quick we are to leave the faith or to listen to everyone else and to believe things that aren't true when we have the Spirit of truth living on the inside of us. Listen, I have been through many different things in my life. I've been saved since I was in 1973, okay? Over 40 years. I have had many different experiences and things have come my way. I have had an emotional breakdown from living in everyone's expectations of what they thought I needed to be and who they thought I needed to be. I had people stand up in line pointing fingers in my face, telling me that I can't do the ministry that I'm doing and have been doing for the past 20 years. I had to make a decision that I'm not losing my assignment because people don't like it. If they don't like it, they don't like it. It's not theirs. God didn't give it to them. He gave it to me. And as I proceeded in faith with God to do what he called me to do and what he told me to do, and I received the assignment, I have acted on the assignment, I have gotten wisdom from God on how to do the assignment, it has created many, many outreach opportunities for many people, and many people have stopped living in fear and have even put the gun down. They haven't killed themselves because we were out there. We went out there. We became an answer, shouting the good news to people who were in desperate situations. Probably one of the biggest frustrations for me right now is that I'm an outreach creator and I love to see people get saved. I want to see people come into the knowledge of Jesus, who can not only save them but deliver them and give them freedom from their lives and correct their path and get them back on the right path. He is the way, right? And so it's been really frustrating that I am not able to do that like out loud right now, but I will. I'm going to create more outreach teams as things open up more and more. I'm doing it. And the other thing is that we have to determine for ourselves, what is this governing oppression that is over people, that is saying you can't do this or you can't do that or you have to wear a mask or you have to do this. Listen, I don't have to do that because number one, I am protected by God. Number two, if God tells me that I need to wear a mask and it is a genuine, legitimate threat, yeah, I'll do that if it's for my best good. But to have the government and different things like that trying to come in and override and step over and overstep and overreach their position. They were voted in by people, to help the people, not to suffocate them and not to put their hand on their head and shove them down or oppress their own state. we need to be smarter. I'm going to tell you, Bobby Conner has said it many times before. We have become way too familiar with a God we hardly know. If we really knew what God was saying, if we really knew what he meant, if we really understood and walked out our salvation, we would understand that he is not afraid. We would understand that we are to live bold lives, BS, bold strategies. We are meant to live that way. We are meant to take the kingdom. The kingdom of God suffers violence, but the violent break in and take it by force. They literally break into its possibilities and take it by force. Our job is to see thy kingdom come and thy will be done on this earth just like it is in heaven. We are going to have to grow up. We're going to have to start listening to what he tells us to do. Again, we have the Spirit of truth living on the inside of us. It is really hard to believe a lie when you have the Spirit of truth living on the inside of you. Okay? If you really do. So it's a time for us to let God instruct us. Learn to hear his voice. Go to his table. Let him teach you what the bread of life tastes like. Let him teach you what the living water tastes like. Let him feed you. Let him give you what he needs. Understand that we're coming into something new. There's going to be opposition. There's going to be, the devil wants to try and bring division. He wants to try and bring confusion and doubt and people getting crossways with each other. He's wanting to discredit or dumb down or destroy whatever we're getting ready to step into and what our new position is. There's always a battle before we step into a new place. It's just always going to happen. So I'm not willing to give it up. I'm not willing to settle. I'm not willing to let other people that don't love me tell me what to do with my life. I'm not going to do it. I won't do it. I've been too far and too long. And I had an emotional breakdown because God said to me, you've listened to everyone but me and you've obeyed everyone but me. You are my daughter before you're my minister, and don't get that messed up again. Those were his exact words. So I want to encourage you, be strong, be smart, take the blindfold off of your mind and off of your eyes, get before God, find out what he's telling you to do, live your life in freedom. You've been called unto liberty and into freedom. Jesus set you free, and you're free indeed. If there's a real threat, we need to heed the threat. We need to understand it and be wise about it. If there's no threat and it's just nothing more than a political ploy to try and suffocate people, we need to know that too. Because we're going to act differently about those things, okay? We're in a war. It's a spirit war. You know, it's not against flesh and blood. It's against spiritual principalities and powers of wickedness in high places. So we need to learn how to pray effectively, pray prophetically, let God literally give you prayer. And we've got to gather together, and all the more as you see the day approach, which is one of the very things that's the enemy's, he knows. If you come into agreement, if you gather yourselves together in agreement, power and unity brings God's presence. And he doesn't want that. So that's why he's trying to separate us. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. All right, guys, I love you. Not rebellious. I'm just determined. I'm seriously determined. I'm rebellious against Satan's plans because I'm not going to let them happen. I've got too much to do. I've got an assignment from God about rescuing people in dark places, and that's never going to change. Okay? I've got an assignment to train people up. We have a dream school coming up tomorrow night. Sign up for it if you haven't already. It's a 2-hour school starting at 8 p.m. Central Time. We've also got a boot camp June 13th in Burleson, Texas. So we want you to sign up for that as well. There's a helicopter flying over my head because I draw the presence right now. Yeah, usually it's dogs barking or ambulances, but in this case, it's freaking helicopter. I love it. See what I'm saying? These are important things for you to do. Go to the Dream School. It's a Zoom meeting. I've never done one before, so God bless us all. Oh, also, I'm going to be doing an interview with Jenny Donnelly on Thursday at 2 p.m. Central Time. So if you want to tune into that, I think she's got that out. We put it up on the social media. Okay. All right, guys. I love you. Remember again, it's really hard for you to believe a lie when you have the Spirit of truth living on the inside of you. It isn't until you get out there and you start proving God in all things that you see what you've got and you see what you don't, and you see where you need to grow. All right. I love you guys. This is BS number 3, and BS number 4 is even going to be probably more BSy, bold strategy-ish. Yeah. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.